Happy New Year, guys. It's Paul. Hey, I wanted to go over some of these guitar picks, some of these Gravity guitar picks. I just got my second order of those, and I gotta say they're really cool. I kind of made the decision that I wanted to work on my articulation with my right hand and my speed picking, and I've been using the Tordex style picks. These are made by Intune, which is another great company. Intune guitar picks, Burt Licato. Great guy, man, super nice, and they make a great pick, a whole variety of them. But what I wanted to do is, after looking into this, you find out that, the heavier, the stiffer picks with, kind of a thicker pick and maybe even a point. So the first company, well, I've looked at a couple, but the Gravity picks got my attention, and I went ahead and got a couple orders of those. And as you can see, they're different. They're very different. So these are the standard size. So that's a classic standard 2mm pick right there, and here is another classic standard 1.5 millimeter, and it's this one. I don't know if you can really tell on this video, but it is a green, like a fluorescent green, and then this one is a blue, and you can see right through them. I guess they're made out of an acrylic material. I could tell you that they're very stiff, very hard, and durable feeling. But the cool thing is that they're light, which I like, because I've used other large thick picks, thicker picks, and I've found that they can be a little heavy. So I'll give you an example. This is my mandolin pick. It is a blue chip, okay? And I have a variety of these. These are about $35 each. They're pretty expensive, but it's got more heft than these do. So they come in a variety of sizes, variety of shapes. So these are the classic standard. Both of them have polished edges. This is a 2mm, and at the 2mm size, you start seeing the nice beveling. Although the 1.5mm also has a slight bevel on it, and these are really good. I really like it. It took me a little bit to get used to it. Here's another one. This is the 3mm orange, classic standard. They're very, very nice looking picks. Look at the bevel on that thing. Okay, and it's polished edge on this one as well. They also have another style called the Razor. Okay, this is a standard kind of shape with an elongated apex, 1.5mm. This is the standard Razor. And this was actually, I didn't think that I would like this at first, but it's actually a really good pick. This one has roughed edges. So you could either get the polished edges or the roughed edges. Some guys, I would imagine, or people like that type of edge, the rough edge gives you a little rasp on the string. Different kind of release, different sound for the string, the pick coming off the string. It's a little interesting. And I also have two of these. Now this is called the Trip. So it's a tri-point. Okay, I have two different tri-points here. One's a 1.5 and one's a 2. They're both big mini size. There's the mini and then the big mini that they have. Chris, by the way, at Gravity is a super nice guy, man. He really, very attentive. You place an order, he's gonna let you know when it's coming. Personal email kind of thing, and you can send him an email back, and he'll actually respond, which is cool. And he was nice enough to throw in a couple picks for me, which was pretty cool too. So this is the cool thing about this particular one. Now I have kind of one of each. One's a 1.5 and one is a 2. And the 2 has the polished edges. They both have the hole in the middle, and there's two styles of that hole that you can get, which is nice. I kind of like it, actually, especially on these smaller picks. But the Trip is interesting because it's got one of the tips is the same type of tip as a standard guitar pick. So you've got, so they line up. All right, so you got the same thing. Then you got a pointed one, pointed tip, and then a more rounded tip. So I originally got these for mandolin, but I've found that I really like it for guitar too. So especially the 2mm, a little thicker, gives you a little more bite, a little bit more heft. So I really like the Trip. I think it's a really cool pick. Now, if you're into the Jim Dunlop, this is the Jim Dunlop Jazz 3. Okay, so if you're into that, more of that kind of a pick, he has the Sunrise. And again, you have a couple different sizes. You can get these picks in different sizes, which is really cool too. So he has the Sunrise, and I have a Sunrise, a mini and a big mini here. Okay, 1.5 is the one here, and then the 2 is on this side. And as you can see, the mini is pretty much the same size as a Jazz 3. So you could line them up like so. Okay. Oh, get her back. Okay, you can kind of see it's all right. You can see through it. It's kind of cool. All right, so these both have the roughed edges on them, as you can see. Okay, so you know, and again, I'm not as nuts about the roughed edges as I am the polish. I like the polished edges. I don't know why. It's just personal preference. I just like the release off of the string better. One thing I could tell you that I was concerned about going into these was being able to play acoustic with them, and you know, get the same kind of tone. You know, not necessarily tone, but the release, the attack. I don't want too much attack coming off the string. So this is the 1.5, and I've just. So that's using one of. I could play with that all day long. So if we compare that to the 73, a little bit easier to do all that thwappy stuff. So I'll still probably use these, but at least I know that I can, to some degree. I won't use them for everything, but I think with some getting used to, the gravity will be just fine. Now this is the 2mm. You can hear it's kind of a little bit more of a round sound coming off. Now if the raspier sound, see if I can get. So this is the Trip with the raspy. Wish I had a bigger one with the raspy. You can kind of hear that, huh? Slick, slick, slick. So you get you kind of get the idea. I was a little concerned about that. I don't know why. Mainly because of the stiffness, probably how stiff those picks are. You don't get that kind of softer kind of tone, but with these, actually, I'm finding that I could, like, especially with the 1.5, I could definitely get used to that and play it just like anything else. In fact, I'm sure you could probably do that with any of these, with a little bit of getting used to. So the only advice that I would have is if you're looking at, number one, I don't think you can go wrong with these. They're great picks. I really like them. Chris is a good guy. The site's very easy to use. You can get different sizes, different options. And then he has a custom area on the site where you can order the different colors and different sizes. So if you don't want, if you want a 1.5 in the blue or whatever, you can do that. You got to buy a few more, but they're really not that pricey. They're like anywhere from, I don't know, $5 to $8. So it's not going to break the bank, and these are going to last. I mean, they're really cool. So I love them. I absolutely love them. And I've used a whole heck of a lot of different types of picks, thousands and thousands of them. So literally in my house I have thousands of them. So guys, take care. I hope, I don't know, if you were thinking about the gravity picks, I would say that you can't go wrong, and hopefully this helped. All right, Happy New Year. Take care, everybody. All right, bye-bye.